Hi, welcome to second grade art. We are learning about Andy Warhol this week. So our objectives are students will learn about the artwork of Andy Warhol, and the students will create Andy Warhol's hands art. They're going to need watercolors, a marker or a pencil, and a sheet of white paper. So pause the video and get your supplies ready so that you can make a beautiful artwork. So right here we have some paintings that are similar to Andy Warhol's paintings he's made in the past. You see the blocking? We have different quadrants. One right here is the Marilyn Monroe painting, and it has the same picture repeating, but they're all a little bit different. He's also known for these tomato soup pictures and whatnot, but we're going to be making art inspired by him because we learn from artists just like we learn from authors, and we become writers like that. And so we're going to use this to inspire our art. And so I'm going to click on this picture. Okay, so we're going to make this Warhol style pop art handprint. So you're going to make this using a sheet of paper, your hand, a pencil, and some watercolors. All right, so you're going to take your paper and you are going to fold it into 4 equal quadrants, into 4 equal parts. So fold it in half and then fold it in half again. And in each 4 little parts, you are going to trace your hand into each of the 4 parts of the paper, the best that you can. It may not fit exactly, but just get the top parts in. And then you're going to paint each hand a different color. So use your watercolors and you can paint it, but I want each hand to be a different color if possible. And so these ones, they said they're using tempera cakes, but they're very similar to watercolors. You could also use regular paint if you wanted to. But the main goal is to create a bright and bold colors in the hands and have high contrast between them. So you can even mix your colors a little bit. The artist here, they kind of mix the yellow and the orange together to give it a brighter color, and you are welcome to do that with your watercolors too. Just be careful not to get too many colors mixed together because it can make kind of a brown. Now you are going to paint the negative space. That is the space in between the fingers, the background. And so the hand itself is the positive space, and then the hand behind the hand is the negative space. And then you might want to give some time for the hands to dry before you start doing the negative space if possible. And so just kind of stick with that area, filling in all of the white behind it, all that negative space to kind of give the hands a pop, kind of make them stand out. And it's like this artist, they're moving their paper around as needed. And you can do so too. Make sure you don't make too big of a mess. When he finishes up, this is the part that's kind of messy, so make sure it's okay with your parents before you do the next part. But this one is paint your hand with the black. And so if you have some liquid tempera paint, that would even be better. But if you just want to use your black watercolors, it'll work okay. It won't be as dark, but this one kind of gives it that extra pop. And if your parent says we don't want you to do this step, then you can skip this step if you want. But putting that on there kind of just gives it that little extra something. So then you let it. All right, so you're all finished. You made pop art by Andy Warhol, and I hope you learned how to make some wonderful art. Maybe this will inspire you to make some other creative spaces and have fun.